To the Batmobile. Let's go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Welcome back to the Basement Dwellers. Basement Boy Banter, episode 52. I'm Thor, that's Brian. We recap the Week in Geek. Let's do it. So I've been bitching for weeks now. Where's my Rogue One? Where's my Rogue One trailer? Where's my Rogue One trailer? I got it. I got my Rogue One trailer earlier in the week, dropped on Good Morning America, but it was online well before they showed it on Good Morning America. Because I watched it laying in bed at like 7 in the morning before it even aired on Good Morning America. My phone went crazy. Everything blew up, obviously. You know, internet lost its mind again. We just watched it. He just saw it for the first time today because, you know, Brian's got better shit to do than watch Star Wars trailers, clearly. My brother and Albert watched it with us. My brother was confused, which made me worried a little bit that most other people will be confused that aren't us. You know what I mean? Like, they're not in the space as much as, you know, as we are. We spend a lot of time in this space. So we know what's going on. We know this doesn't take place in the same timeline as Force Awakens. My brother was confused as why there's so many new characters. And I was like, well, this takes place, you know, between episode 3 and episode 4. There's no Jedi. It's more of a war film. Like, you know, I kind of had to do a little explaining to do. And he was like, I don't really get why they do that. So that gives me a little hesitation of, I wonder how many other people feel like that. Because he's more of the mass, you know, viewing audience than we are. But let's talk about the trailer itself. Brian, initial thoughts. What do you think?
I think the trailer's well done. It's definitely smart for the movie they're going for. It didn't necessarily feel like you didn't see any lightsabers or nothing. Like, you know what you're getting into with it.
It had a darker tone than you've come to expect from Star Wars.
It still felt Star Warsy though. But it definitely felt like
the music, the sound effects.
We're hitting that dark period in history, you know?
Yeah, it's a dark time. You know, it's a dark time for the light side during this time period. I mean, the rebellions, we don't know where, if it's in its infancy, if it's, you know, like just getting going. We don't know where it is, you know, in the stages of the rebellion and stuff like that. But it's definitely not a happy time. Although seeing Donnie Yen with that staff whooping those stormtroopers, that was a sick shot. I love the trailer. Obviously, it's Star Wars. Come on, people. I mean, it's Star Wars. I love it. You know, like, I might have my Star Wars glasses on, and I don't even give a fuck. But I thought all of what you were saying was good. It was like, I agree with what you were saying. It was well cut. It introduced you to who the main character is going to be, this Jyn rebel chick, which I like that they're using another female lead. Like, I've heard some almost backlash, like, oh, another strong female lead. What's wrong with strong women? Like, what's wrong with strong women? Nothing.
And I think, I get it if you're just sort of throwing it in, but just from the trailer, she looks solid.
She's like, I rebel. Like that, like when they're like, you know, she's like, this is a rebellion. I rebel. I kind of like that line. I've heard other people who didn't like that line or didn't like it the way it delivered. I liked it. It was like, you know, like it shows a little bit of.
It's got that sauce.
Yeah, she's saucy. It's more saucy. I was gonna say swag, but I don't want to use that word. But I just did. So fuck it. It was swagged out.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus. Then we got Lawrence Fishburne. All week I've been doing it. All week.
Really?
All week. Forrest motherfucking Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker. Not Lauren Fishburne. We got some shots of him saying some stuff.
I thought he was really good in that trailer too.
Yeah, and he looks like he's got some sort of armor. Now, they're messing with you a little bit because they show him in that armor and then they show the black stormtrooper with the one cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not the same person. That's not Forrest Whitaker in that uniform, which a lot of people have been saying that's like him in the uniform. And I'm like, no, that's not. That's not him. And when I watched the trailer again today for the, 10th time this week, I confirmed it. Because when his breathing apparatus that he has, because there's a helmet attached to that. We haven't seen it yet. I think it's gonna be badass though. I love him in that trailer. I love just the war shots, the AT-ATs on the beach shooting down, and the rebels like running out. And there was like 4 or 5 of them out there. This is gonna be a darker film. This is gonna be like a Empire Strikes Back. It's not gonna be happy. A lot of people are gonna get killed. There's gonna be a lot of death. I don't know if we're gonna see a lightsaber. I don't even know if we might see Vader. The new Admiral. That white Grand Admiral outfit where that dude's just standing there like just boss style. Like that's how I stand in my store waiting for customers to come in. I'm just like, I have a white cape and everything. It's magical.
And that's why no one comes in.
My sales are amazing. But yeah, seeing him, that was crazy. Everyone wants to know who's the hooded figure that from behind, the hooded figure when you saw the Crimson Guard in there too. Yeah, there was a lot of meat on there. There was a minute and 45-second trailer.
I saw how long it was. I was like, that's not a long trailer, but they jam packed that bad boy.
And they didn't show Vader, which I like. They didn't need to. They let this film stand on its own.
Exactly. Now, if he's in the movie, cool, sweet, awesome. But we really don't need because that's just saying like, hey guys, it's Star Wars, come see it.
Right. Or here's Darth Vader. What about that shot of the dish going into the Death Star in the beginning? Dude, there are some shots in this trailer. Like, I'm sure you guys have all watched it. Let us know what you guys think. And if you haven't watched it, go fucking watch it. What are you doing with your life?
It's a minute.
It's a minute and 45 seconds. Anyone's got that amount of time. Yeah, anyone's got that amount of time. Seriously. What are you doing? But yeah, so Star Wars, I finally got my Rogue One trailer. Now, it wasn't a full trailer, so I'm still waiting for my 2.5 minute, 3 minute.
Yeah, but that was a solid teaser.
But now I'm like, they whet my appetite, and satisfied my craving all at the same time, which is hard to do, people. To make you more hungry and satisfy you in the same, in the same.
That's how I feel about Jimmy John's Unwitches. They make me more hungry, but at the same time, I'm satisfied.
You're good for a second.
I'm like, I always want another one, but I know if I ate 2, I would be uncomfortably full.
Right.
Because the bread's
good
not
diet tips from
me up.
Brian. Good diet tips from Brian. Don't eat bread. I don't really know. So I guess there's a bunch of cities got early Civil War screenings this week. Minneapolis was one of them.
What?
Yeah, I had no.
Dropped the ball.
I heard there were tickets. I didn't like look into it like far. I had no time. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to. I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I didn't even try. But all the early reviews, early stuff I've been hearing, positive. Obviously, it's Marvel. Whereas DC still getting negative stuff and like, oh, they're in trouble. They're changing their things up. We'll get to a story that discredits all that here in a second. But the early reviews are good. They're positive, very positive. More Spider-Man than you think. Not as good as Winter Soldier. Better than Avengers 2. Not as good as Deadpool. Which I can. Deadpool's still in my top.
Deadpool's good.
Deadpool's still better than Batman vs Superman to me. So,
but it's a different animal. So
well, yeah, I know. But they're just saying
like
as superhero movies go,
yeah,
Deadpool's still at the top. From what from what I'm reading, from what other people are saying, is that it was good, not great. I mean, it was really good. You know what I mean? On the verge of great. Which, once we see it for ourselves here in, a couple weeks, same weekend as Minneapolis Comic Con. It's the same weekend that...
that's going to be
That's a busy weekend.
Busy.
And then the weekend after that is moving weekend. So we might go hiatus for that week. We're going to try... Moving weekend's going to be tough. Like, let me preference this right now. May 13th, second weekend in May, we're going to try to get it done. It depends on if we can get the new studio set. Depends on a lot of things. Depends on Comcast. Depends on Toby. No, it does, because Toby's got to come out and show us how to do the audio and shit, because we have no idea how we're going to do the audio. Like, this is way behind the scenes shit right here, but, like, we have no idea how this is going to work. Webcam, what are we shooting on?
It's about to get messy.
Shit's about to get real, son. Real fast. I'm telling you, the move is, like, it's imminent in my mind. It is. It's 33 days away. 33 days away, and I move. I don't know one gives a shit about this, but it's 33 days, and it's kind of, driving me batty. Actually, speaking of batty, so we've been talking about this Batman standalone movie. You like that segue? This shit was raw. So we've been talking about this Batman standalone movie that Ben Affleck's been writing. He's going to direct and star in. Well, apparently, I hear it's confirmed, it's not confirmed, this, that, and the other. It doesn't matter, because... who cares? this is real though. Wonder Woman got moved up. I think from like July to June, or it just got moved up a couple months.
Okay.
But Wonder Woman got moved up, and then they pulled out 2 new dates with unannounced movies. I didn't write the dates down because I forgot to. So it doesn't really matter. Then LexCorp came out and said they have something new coming in 2017. So what I'm assuming, and this is just a pure assumption, Batman standalone, Superman standalone. The two open movie slots. For sure Batman standalone's going into one of those slots. For fucking sure. I'm pretty positive about a Man of Steel 2. Or, a sequel to Man of Steel.
Man of Steel 3?
Well, they can't because they never had a Man of Steel 2.
Yeah, they did. They just had Man of Steel.
That's Batman vs. Superman.
But it's technically Man of Steel 2.
No, it's not. It's technically Batman vs. Superman. Which actually it's over like 700 million worldwide box office. It's beaten Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool for the worldwide box office. So yeah, that movie's a complete failure, obviously. You know who that's directed to. You saw it. I hope I got it on camera. I don't even know. I was kind of far out here.
Yeah.
If not, there you go. One more time.
Oh, jeez.
That's the asshole in me. What can I say? I'm a dick. But yeah, so Batman standalone, possibly Kevin Smith says Jeff Johns is working on the script with Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's confirmed and saying he's working on something. Whatever, it's all good. DC's not derailing the train. They're not changing things up. I mean, it's full steam ahead. They're gonna have to play it out. They're gonna have to play it out. So everyone just, enjoy and shut the fuck up. So I got a joke for you real quick, right?
Okay.
So Thor spends this night with this woman.
Okay.
And they get up the next morning and Thor's like, I gotta tell you who I am. Like, I'm Thor. And she's like, you're Thor? I can hardly walk. Boom. Chris Hemsworth told that joke on a talk show, actually, which I fucking love.
My gosh.
I love the dude who plays Thor. That he'll tell that dirty joke on an actual interview. Magical. Magical. I know it's a good joke too, huh? Right?
Solid.
You're Thor, I can barely walk. Alright, so some actual news. How would you guys like to see 50 Cent in the new Predator movie? That's how slow of a news week it was, people. 50 Cent. I don't know. I'm fine with it. 50 Cent's he's a fine actor. Curtis Jackson or whatever his real name is. He's a fine actor. I mean, he's been in some shit movies and he's done okay in a couple things when he played himself that one time. Right?
I think everybody has done a couple meh roles. I mean, even Jeremy Irons. He was in
Dungeons and
Dragons.
Horrible in that movie too.
And we don't hold that against him and go, Batman vs. Superman is going to be ruined. Alfred's played by the guy that was in Dungeons and Dragons.
Alfred killed it too.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's whatever. He's hinting that he's going to be in it. Who knows what role he's going to play? Blah blah blah. But
he's going to play Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh God, no. If he's not, all right. No. No. But we got some official casting news this week. So Charlize Theron, we have talked about many times. Fantastic Four. Fast and Furious 8, directed by F. Gary Gray, who directed Straight Outta Compton, Friday. Me and Ed actually watched Friday this week. I forgot. I didn't realize he was the one who directed that movie. That movie is fucking hilarious. That holds up. Have you ever seen Friday?
Parts. I won't say I've seen the whole.
If you would have said no, you would have been dead to me right there.
It's one of those movies that's always on TV.
It is.
So I've
the TV edit is horrible.
Lots of
the TV edit is horrible. Horrible. Because they cut all the good parts.
That would explain why I was never a huge fan with the little TV.
Because and then whatever.
Well, and I love Straight Outta Compton, so maybe I should watch.
You should. Friday. It's funny. It's funny as shit. So it holds up too, people. Watch that. Watch Friday. But yeah, Charlize Theron, the villain in Fast and Furious 8. I'm super pumped about this. After seeing her as Furiosa, I would love to see her do a villain role. Wasn't she a queen? What movie am I thinking of? She's the queen, the evil queen.
Isn't it?
Huntsman.
Yeah,
there's another one coming out, right? So yeah, we're getting her as a bad guy again. And I think her sister's in it, and she's Emily Blunt. And they're both bad witches or something in the new one. But there's no Snow White. It's just the Huntsman versus, I don't fucking know. I've never seen the first one. Probably won't see the second one. even though it's got my boy Chris Hemsworth in it. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna Kanye shrug. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, we're good with that, right? No worries? Yeah, no worries. Be happy. So are you familiar with Marvel's Cloak and Dagger?
No.
Okay, me neither. Like, I'm not. Like, I should have done some more research. But Cloak and Dagger are apparently, like, two, like, misfits from different classes. I don't know, people. I'm not even going to try to bullshit you. I have no idea. But they're making a TV show out of the property. But it's going to be on what's called Freeform, which I wasn't aware of this. That used to be called ABC Family, which I actually was aware of because of a show called Pretty Little Liars. That used to be on ABC Family. So no. Well, and then like you ever seen shit? What was that? Oh fuck! There was it was about college. That helps. That narrows it down, right? That really narrows it down. It was about college. It was on ABC Family. Mm-hmm. I cannot remember the name of this show. Greek. It was called Greek. Mm-hmm. Boom. Okay.
Okay.
So
where are we going?
Where we're going is all their shows are very similar. Like Greek. They have like Switched at Birth, I think is another one of their shows. Pretty Little Liars. But they're all like whiny, teeny, loved, like Spider-Man, that whole shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then should I be excited that they're going to do this? Or should I be like, well, first I was like, what the fuck is Freeform? And I had to like look into what Freeform was. But it's greenlit on there, which makes no sense to me. So it's going to be like, so you got Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, and something else on network TV, right?
Yeah.
Don't they do 3 shows? Yeah, they got another one coming out. That's right. And then you got the Netflix stuff.
Right.
So now this is like a whole nother division of the TV side. Is it canon?
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Whether it's canon or not, sounds like we got another Supergirl coming out.
I know because it's a woman and a dude. And is it? I don't. Someone.
You just. I mean, that's just kind of like.
All right. Someone in the
comments.
comments.
It up right there.
Someone in the comments. Just give me like a 2-sentence synopsis of what the fuck is Cloak and Dagger. Because I'm not.
And how worried we should be. Because I'm thinking we should be worried.
And let us know if we should be excited or worried. Because me and Brian we don't know enough to.
We're not going to watch it anyway.
Well, yeah, that's true. But we don't know enough to have an opinion upon this.
Well,
but it was.
You might watch it, I guess, if it's after Pretty Little Liars.
I don't watch Pretty Little Liars. I don't personally watch Pretty Little. I mean, I have watched Pretty Little Liars. You know what, motherfucker? That was a different time in my life. Mm-hmm. Those were dark days.
The Pretty Little Liar days.
No, those are called the not single. No, not single days. The dark days. The not being awesome days. That's what we're calling those days. The dark times. Dark times. Why'd you have to bring up old shit? That's everything. God, it was a fucking horrible news week. WWE Minute, and we're out of here, apparently. There was nothing. I know. Oh, Gamer Corner's coming up next, so enjoy that. It might come up first, actually. I don't know when I'm going to post it or what order I'm going to do it in, but Gamer Corner returns, which I need to play some Nintendo, so I'm pretty looking forward to this. I might play Clay Fighters during this week's Gamer Corner. You'll have to watch Gamer Corner to find out what video game I do play. So, last thing of the night, WWE Minute. Raw after WrestleMania was nuts. Vince came out, let Shane O'Mac run the show for the night.
Really?
Yep, just for the night, like as a consolation prize, just to see him mess it up. It was not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. Zack Ryder got screwed royally. The Miz won the Intercontinental Championship from him the night after he had won it at WrestleMania, which I don't like when they do that.
Yeah.
New Day did some good stuff, even though I can't remember what it was. But the big takeaway was not Sami Zayn. It was AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, Cesaro came back.
I heard he did.
And Kevin Owens in a fatal 4-way for the #1 contender for Roman Reigns' belt. Because Roman Reigns came out and he was pretty much like, screw everybody, like, who wants it, come get some. He was being real cocky. I feel a heel turn coming. Even though he didn't do it, I feel it coming just from his attitude he's portraying when he comes out now. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm the champion. I know you hate it, but I don't give a shit. So, AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, Cesaro,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens, great match, closer of the night. AJ Styles is your number one contender, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
AJ Styles is going for the belt at Payback.
That'd be a good person to do a heel turn on.
That would be a good person to do a heel turn on because they love AJ Styles. They love AJ Styles. And if he just beats down AJ Styles and just does heel turn, that's a very good point, Brian. Very good point.
And they're going to be chanting AJ like the whole time.
You were sharp at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Exactly.
4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, look at us when it's not midnight on our Saturday or a Sunday after a WrestleMania and a Rebels. No Rebels anymore. And work. No Ash. We have no shows we're watching anymore. Walking Dead's over, and we don't watch that anyways because we're not that cool. Game of Thrones, we're not on that tip either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not. You know, we should be better nerds. Just maybe on the TV side.
See, the
If
problem
we could just
is...
pick one.
Think about it.
We should always
The way
have at least one show
The
going.
way we have it set up right now is, there's nothing right now. But like a week or two ago, we had Daredevil, which you have time now for.
Yeah.
We have Rebels. I mean, wrestling. Yeah. Like we have like 10 shows going. It's just they've all hit a low period all at the
We
same
have a
time.
problem, I just realized. When I do move, I still won't have stars. We will not be taping in this basement any longer. He's still going to be the only one with stars.
Can't you
So
borrow
when
his account or
Ash,
something?
so when Ash versus the Evil Dead comes back, are we just going to come out here like once? Well, you'll be in Shakopee, so we can. We're just going to come out once a week just to come hang out and
We'll
watch
have to figure that out.
Ash. Because I'm seeing that show come hell or high water. Like, somehow. Beg, borrow, steal. We got to figure that out. All right, so let's do it. That'll do it. Let's wrap this bitch up. Basement Boy Banter, episode 52 in the books. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, obviously. I mean, hopefully this is where you're watching it at. We should get some streaming audio going somewhere. Hey, someone throw it in the comments where you think we should throw up some streaming audio. iTunes, if you know any good like podcast audio places that are popping. We'd like to get on
Because
there.
I know some of them are kind of rough. I've heard bad things out of a lot of them.
So give us some feedback on where we should be on besides where we're already on, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, like, subscribe, do what you do, help us out. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Deuces. Steak man.
If you like what you just saw, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and like our Facebook page.